I assure you, it is far more than that. It is a fundamental law of manifestation, a key to unlocking the creative power of your imagination. Let us begin by understanding the nature of reality itself. The world you see around you, the circumstances of your life, are nothing more than the outward manifestation of your inner states. Your consciousness is the one and only reality. Everything else for all, every person, every event, every condition is simply consciousness pushed out. This is the great secret of life, the foundation upon which all spiritual and material success is built. Now, when you understand this truth, you begin to see the immense power of your thoughts, your beliefs, and most importantly, your imagination. For it is in your imagination that you create the seeds of your future reality. What you imagine with feeling, with conviction, becomes the blueprint that your outer world must inevitably conform to. But here's where many people stumble. They have a desire, a goal, a vision of what they want to achieve. They imagine it vividly, they feel it to be real, and then, in their excitement, they make a critical mistake. They tell others about their plans. Why is this a mistake? You might ask. Surely sharing our goals with others can provide support, accountability, encouragement. My dear friends, this is where we must dig deeper, where we must understand the subtle workings of consciousness and manifestation. You see, when you tell others about what you are about to do, about your plans and goals, you are in essence diffusing the creative power of your imagination. You are releasing the energy, the potency of your vision. It's like opening the oven door too soon when baking bread. The heat escapes, and the loaf fails to rise properly. Let me explain this principle in more detail. When you hold a desire, a goal, an intention in your mind, you are creating a seed in the fertile soil of your consciousness. This seed contains within it all the power and potential to grow into a full manifestation of your outer world. But like any seed, it needs time, nurturing, and the right conditions to germinate and grow. The act of keeping your intentions to yourself, of not telling anyone in advance about what you are about to do, is like providing a protective greenhouse for this delicate seed. You are giving it the space, the energy, the focused attention it needs to take root and begin to grow. When you share your plans prematurely, several things happen. First, you often receive the doubts, fears, and limiting beliefs of others. Even well-meaning friends and family may express concerns or skepticism that can plant seeds of doubt in your own mind. These doubts are like weeds that can choke out the growth of your desire. Secondly, by speaking about your plans, you may experience a false sense of accomplishment. The act of talking about what you're going to do can provide a temporary feeling of satisfaction, as if you've already achieved your goal. This can reduce your motivation and drive to actually do the work necessary to manifest your desire. Thirdly, and perhaps most importantly, when you speak about your plans, you are releasing the creative tension that is so crucial for manifestation. This tension, this charged state of potential, is what propels your desire from the realm of imagination into physical reality. By keeping your intentions to yourself, you maintain this creative tension, allowing it to build and intensify until it simply must burst forth into manifestation. Now, I want you to think back to a time when you had a dream, a goal, an intention that you held close to your heart. Perhaps it was a career aspiration, a creative project, or a personal transformation you wanted to undergo. Remember how it felt to hold that vision within you, to nurture it in the secret garden of your imagination. Did you notice how alive it felt, how real and vibrant? That's the power of holding your vision within, of not diluting it by sharing it prematurely with others. It's as if your entire being becomes a crucible for transformation, focusing all your energy and attention on the realization of your desire. Let me share a personal experience to illustrate this principle. Many years ago, I had a profound desire to share the truth I had discovered about the power of imagination and consciousness. I envisioned myself as a teacher, a lecturer, reaching thousands of people with this transformative knowledge. But I didn't tell anyone about this desire. Not my family, not my friends, not even my closest confidants. Instead, I held this vision within me, nurturing it in the fertile soil of my imagination. I would spend hours each day in what I call the state of the wish-fulfilled feeling and experiencing what it would be like to already be this successful teacher and author. In my imagination, I saw myself standing before large audiences, sharing these profound truths. I felt the sense of purpose, the joy of helping others awaken to their own divine nature. I experienced the satisfaction of seeing my books in bookstores, of receiving letters from grateful readers whose lives have been transformed. All of this I did in the privacy of my own consciousness, telling no one of my plans or aspirations. And do you know what happened, my friends? Gradually, almost imperceptibly at first, my outer world began to conform to this inner vision. Opportunities arose as open, and I found myself being invited to give small talks, then larger lectures, and eventually to write and publish books. The manifestation of my desire unfolded naturally, organically, as if it were the most obvious and inevitable thing in the world. And in a sense, it was inevitable because I had planted the seed so firmly in my consciousness and given it the perfect conditions to grow. Now, I want you to understand that this principle of not telling anyone in advance about what you are about to do is not about being secretive or mistrustful of others. It's about understanding and respecting the laws of manifestation, the delicate process by which thoughts and imagination crystallize into physical reality. Think of it like this. When a caterpillar enters its cocoon to undergo its transformation into a butterfly, it doesn't announce its plans to the world. It doesn't seek validation or approval from other caterpillars. It simply goes within, trusts the process, and emerges when the transformation is complete. You, my dear friends, are like that caterpillar. Your desires, your goals, your visions for your life are the blueprint for your transformation. By holding them within, by not sharing them prematurely, you are creating a sacred space for this transformation to occur. There's a crucial point I want you to understand. This principle doesn't mean you must be completely silent about your life or your aspirations. The key is timing. There is a time to be silent, to nurture your vision in private. And there is a time to declare your accomplishments to the world. The mistake many people make is in declaring their intentions before they have fully taken root in their own consciousness. They speak of what they are going to do, rather than what they are doing or have done. The power lies in allowing your actions, your achievements, to speak for themselves. When you have fully embodied your desire, when you have become in your consciousness the person who has already achieved your goal, then your words and actions will naturally align with this new state of being. At this point, sharing your journey can be powerful and inspiring to others. But until that point, until you have fully inhabited the state of your wish fulfilled, it's far more powerful to keep your intentions to yourself. This is not about deceiving others or being inauthentic. It's about respecting the creative process, about giving your desires the sacred space they need to gestate and come to fruition. Now, I can sense that some of you may be feeling a bit overwhelmed by this concept. You may be thinking, but Wayne, how can I keep my plans entirely to myself? Don't I need support and encouragement from others? My dear friends, let me assure you the great support and most powerful encouragement comes from within. It comes from your unwavering faith in the creative power of your own consciousness. When you truly understand that your imagination is the one and only creative power in the universe, you realize that you need no external validation or support. This doesn't mean you must isolate yourself or reject the love and care of others. It simply means that you recognize the primacy of your own consciousness in shaping your reality. You understand that the most important conversation The most crucial affirmation happens within your own mind. Let's explore this idea further. When you have a desire, a goal, an intention, where does it come from? It arises from within you, from your consciousness. It is, in essence, a communication from your higher self, from the divine aspect of your being. By keeping this communication private, by not sharing it prematurely with others, you are honoring this sacred dialogue between your human self and your divine self. Think of it like receiving a love letter. Would you immediately broadcast its contents to the world, or would you hold it close to your heart, savoring each word, allowing its message to permeate your being? Your desires, your visions for your life are like love letters from the universe. They deserve to be treasured, to be held sacred, moreover, by keeping your intentions private. You are demonstrating faith in the creative process. You are saying to the universe, I trust in the power of my imagination. I know that what I've conceived in my mind will manifest in my reality. I need no external confirmation or validation. This faith, this unwavering belief in the power of your consciousness is the very fuel that propels your desires into manifestation. It creates a field of potential around you, a charged atmosphere in which miracles occur. Now let's address a common concern that arises when discussing this principle. Some of you may be wondering, but what about the power of positive thinking? Aren't we supposed to affirm our goals and speak them into existence? My friends, this is where we must make a crucial distinction. Affirmations, positives of self-talk, visualizations, these are all powerful tools when used correctly, but they are meant to be internal processes, not external declarations. When you affirm your desires, when you visualize your goals, you are speaking to your own subconscious mind. You are impressing upon your deeper consciousness the reality you wish to experience. This is a private internal dialogue. It's not meant to be broadcast to the world. In fact, the most powerful affirmations are those that are felt rather than spoken. It's not about repeating words mechanically, but about feeling the reality of your desire as if it were already accomplished. This feeling, this emotional conviction is what truly impresses your subconscious mind and sets the wheels of manifestation in motion. So when I say don't tell anyone in advance about what you're about to do, I'm not suggesting that you shouldn't engage in positive self-talk or affirmations. I'm saying that these practices are most powerful when kept private, when they remain an intimate conversation between you and your own consciousness. Let's delve even deeper into this concept. When you hold your intentions within, when you nurture them in the secret garden of your imagination without sharing them prematurely, you are in essence creating a vacuum. Nature abhors a vacuum. And this void you create by not speaking about your plans exerts a powerful attractive force. It's as if the universe itself conspires to fill this vacuum, to bring into manifestation that which you hold so clearly and powerfully in your consciousness. By not dissipating your energy through talk, you concentrate it, focus it, make it more potent. Think of it like a pressure cooker. When you seal in the heat and pressure, you create the perfect conditions for transformation. The food cooks faster, becomes more tender, more flavorful. In the same way, by sealing your intentions within your consciousness, you create the perfect conditions for rapid and powerful manifestation. Now, I want to address another aspect of this principle that is often overlooked. When you don't tell anyone in advance about what you are about to do, you free yourself from the expectations and opinions of others. This is incredibly liberating and empowering. You see, when you share your plans with others, you often unconsciously seek their approval or validation. You may find yourself adjusting your vision to fit their expectations or to avoid their criticism. This can dilute the purity and power of your original intention. Moreover, by keeping your plans to yourself, you maintain the flexibility to adjust and evolve your vision as you go along. You're not locked into a publicly declared goal or timeline. You can listen to your inner guidance, follow your intuition, and allow your desire to unfold natural without feeling pressured to stick to a plan you've announced to others. This flexibility, this freedom to follow your inner guidance is crucial in the manifestation process. Remember, the goal is not to rigidly adhere to a specific plan, but to manifest the essence of your desire. The universe often has ways of fulfilling our desires that are far more wonderful and creative than we could have imagined. By keeping your intentions private, you remain open to these divine surprises. You allow the infinite intelligence of the universe to work on your behalf, bringing about your desire in ways that may exceed your initial vision. Let me share another personal experience to illustrate this point. Many years ago, I had a deep desire to travel and share my teachings with a wider audience. In my imagination, I saw myself lecturing in various cities across the country, but I didn't tell anyone about this desire. I simply held it within, feeling the joy and fulfillment of already living this reality. Now, had I shared this plan with others, they might have suggested practical steps, booking venues, advertising, arranging transportation. And while these are all valid approaches, they would have limited the infinite possibilities available to me. Instead, by keeping my desire private, I remained open to the universe's infinite creativity. And do you know what happened? I received an unexpected invitation to speak at a conference in a city I had never visited before. This led to more invitations, more opportunities, and soon I found myself traveling and teaching just as I had imagined, but in a way that was far more effortless and joyful than I could have planned on my own. This, my dear friends, is the power of holding your vision within, of not telling anyone in advance about what you're about to do. You allow the infinite intelligence of the universe to orchestrate the perfect unfolding of your desire. Now, as we approach the conclusion of our discussion, I want to leave you with a practical exercise to help you implement this principle in your own life. Tonight, before you go to sleep, I want you to choose one desire, one goal, one vision for your life that you've been holding in your heart. So these desire clearly in your mind's eye. Feel what it would be like to have already achieved this goal. Experience the joy, the satisfaction, the sense of fulfillment. Make it as real and vivid as possible in your imagination. Now make a sacred commitment to yourself. Decide that you will hold this vision within, that you will not speak of it to anyone until it has manifested in your reality. Feel the power of this decision, the sense of focus and intention it creates within you as you go about your days. Continue to nurture this vision in your imagination. Feel it, live it internally, but do not speak of it. Notice how this creates a sense of creative tension, a charged field of potential around you. Pay attention to the opportunities that arise, the synchronicities that occur. Trust your intuition, follow your inner guidance. Allow the universe to surprise and delight you with the means of fulfilling your desire. And when your desire has manifested, when your vision has become your reality, then you can share your story. Then your words will have the power of accomplished fact behind them, inspiring and uplifting others. Remember, my dear friends, you are not simply human beings living in a physical world. You are divine beings temporarily expressing yourselves in human form. You have within you the very power that created the universe. By keeping your intentions private, by not telling anyone in advance about what you're about to do, you are honoring this divine power within you. You are saying to the universe, I trust in the creative power of my consciousness. I know that what I can conceive and believe, I can achieve. I need no external validation or support. My faith in the law of manifestation is absolute. This trust, this faith, this unwavering belief in the power of your own consciousness is the key to unlocking the infinite potential within you. It is the secret to living a life of purpose, fulfillment, and joy. So go forth, my friends, and create your reality from within. Hold your vision sacred. Nurture them in the fertile soil of your imagination. Don't tell anyone in advance about what you're about to do. Instead, let your achievements speak for themselves. Let your transformed life be a testament to the power of this principle. You now have the operant power in your world. Your consciousness is the one and only reality. Everything person, every circumstance, every condition is simply consciousness pushed out. By mastering your inner world, by directing your imagination with intention and faith, you become the master of your destiny. Thank you, and may God bless you all. Let us begin by understanding what the subconscious mind truly is. Many of you may think of it as some mysterious, hidden part of your psyche separate from your waking consciousness. But I tell you now, your subconscious mind is not separate from you. It is you. It is the vast, infinite part of your consciousness that holds all memory, all knowledge, all potential. Imagine, if you will, that your conscious mind is like the tip of an iceberg visible above the water. It is what you are aware of at any given moment, your thoughts, your immediate surroundings, your current focus. But beneath the surface lies the enormous bulk of the iceberg, your subconscious mind. It is this submerged portion that truly drives your life, shaping your beliefs, your habits, your reactions, and ultimately your reality. Now you might be wondering, Wayne, if my subconscious mind is so powerful, why can't I simply tell it what to do? And therein lies the crux of our discussion today. You see, the subconscious mind doesn't operate on logic or reason. It doesn't understand words in the way your conscious mind does. Instead, it responds to feelings, to images, to lived experiences, whether real or imagined. This is why simple affirmations or positive thinking often fall short. You cannot command your subconscious mind with mere words. You must speak to it in its own language, the language of feeling, of emotion, of vivid imagination. Let us delve deeper into this concept. Your subconscious mind is like a fertile field ready to grow whatever seeds are planted within it. These seeds are your habitual thoughts, your deepest beliefs, your most frequent emotions. And just as a field doesn't discriminate between the seeds of weeds and the seeds of flowers, your subconscious mind doesn't differentiate between positive and negative impressions. It simply accepts and grows whatever is repeatedly planted within it. This is why many people find themselves stuck in patterns of negative thinking or self-defeating behaviors. They have unknowingly been planting these seeds in their subconscious mind through years of repetitive thoughts and feelings. But here's the liberating truth. You have the power to choose what seeds you plant. You have the ability to consciously impress upon your subconscious mind the thoughts, beliefs, and feelings that align with your desires. This, my friends, is the key to controlling your subconscious mind. So how do we begin this process of impressing our desires upon the subconscious? The first step is to clearly define what it is you wish to manifest in your life. Be specific. Don't simply say, I want to be happy. Instead, imagine in vivid detail what that happiness looks like. How do you feel? What are you doing? Who are you with? The more specific and detailed your vision, the more clearly you communicate with your subconscious mind. Once you have this clear vision, the next step is to enter what I call the state akin to sleep. This is a state of deep relaxation where your conscious mind becomes quiet, allowing easier access to your subconscious. You can achieve this state through meditation, through the moments just before falling asleep at night or upon first waking in the morning. In this relaxed state, bring your desire to mind. But don't just think about it, feel it. Experience it as if it were happening right now. Engage all your senses. If your desire is a new home, feel the doorknob in your hand as you open the front door. Smell the fresh paint. Hear the sound of your footsteps echoing in your new space. Feel the emotion of pride and contentment as you look around your beautiful new home. This imaginal act is not mere daydreaming or wishful thinking. In the realm of your subconscious self-conscious mind, it is a lived experience. Your subconscious does not distinguish between what you vividly imagine and what you physically experience. By entering into the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you are impressing upon your subconscious mind the reality or desire. Now, some of you may be thinking, but Wayne, I've tried visualizing before and nothing happened. To this, I say persistence is key. Your current reality is the result of years, perhaps decades, of impressing certain beliefs and assumptions upon your subconscious mind. You cannot expect to overturn these deeply rooted patterns with a single imaginal act. You must persist in your new assumption. You must live from the state of your wish fulfilled, not just in your quiet moments of imagination, but throughout your day. This is where many falter. They may imagine their desire vividly before sleep, but upon waking, they return to their old patterns of thought and feeling. Remember, your subconscious mind is always listening, always absorbing. Every thought, every emotion, every reaction you have throughout your day is being recorded and impressed upon your subconscious. Therefore, you must maintain the feeling of your wish fulfilled, even in the face of contrary evidence. This is not to say you should deny your current reality. Rather, you acknowledge it while simultaneously holding firm to your new assumption. If your desire is financial abundance, you don't deny your current bank balance. Instead, you say to yourself, yes, this is my current situation, but I am now moving towards greater abundance. I am now embodying the state of a wealthy person. This brings us to another crucial point in controlling your subconscious mind, the power of your self-concept. Your self-concept is the sum total of all your beliefs about who you are. It's the image you hold of yourself in your mind, and this self-concept is perhaps the most powerful impression in your subconscious mind. Many people struggle to manifest their desires because their self-concept contradicts what they're trying to achieve. They may visualize wealth, but deep down, they believe they're not the kind of person who can be wealthy. They may imagine a loving relationship, but fundamentally believe they're unworthy of love. To truly control your subconscious mind, you must be willing to revise your self-concept. You must be willing to see yourself anew. This is not about creating a false image of yourself, but about recognizing and embracing your true, limitless nature. You see, at your core, you are pure consciousness. You are not defined by your past experiences, your current circumstances, or the opinions of others. You are the awareness in which all these things appear. And this awareness, your true self, is infinite in its potential. When you truly grasp this truth, when you begin to identify with your essential nature rather than your temporary circumstances, you open yourself to limitless possibilities. Your subconscious mind, no longer constrained by limiting beliefs about who you are, becomes free to manifest any reality you choose to imagine. So how do you revise your self-concept? The process is similar to impressing any desire upon your subconscious mind. You must vividly imagine yourself as the person you wish to be. Feel what it's like to be that person. How do they think? How do they carry themselves? How do they react to situations? But remember, this is not about creating a false persona. It's about recognizing and embracing aspects of yourself that have always been there, but perhaps have been overshadowed by limiting beliefs. You are not becoming someone else. You are becoming more fully yourself. As you persistently imagine and feel yourself as this ideal version of you, your subconscious mind will begin to accept this as your new reality. And as your subconscious accepts it, you will naturally begin to think, feel, and act in alignment with this new self-concept. Now let us address another powerful tool in controlling your subconscious mind, the use of I am statements. The words I am are incredibly potent. They are, in essence, your definition of yourself. Whatever follows I am is impressed upon your subconscious mind as a truth about your identity. Many people unconsciously use I am statements in negative ways. I am tired, I am broke, I am unlucky in love. Each time you make such a statement, you are programming your subconscious mind to create more of that experience. To control your subconscious mind, you must become acutely aware of your I am statements. Catch yourself when you use them negatively and consciously choose to reframe them. Instead of I am tired, say I am rejuvenating. Instead of I am broke, say I am open to financial abundance. Instead of I am unlucky in love, say I am worthy of love and attracting my perfect partner. But remember, it's not just about the words. You must feel the truth of these statements as you say them. Your subconscious mind responds to feeling, not just to words. So when you say I am abundant, feel the security, the freedom, the joy of abundance. When you say I am loved, feel the warmth, the connection, the contentment of being deeply loved. As you consistently use I am statements in this way, you are literally reprogramming your subconscious mind. You are impressing upon it a new concept of who you are. And your subconscious mind will work tirelessly to make this new self concept your reality. Now let us explore another powerful technique for controlling your subconscious mind, the practice of revision. Revision is not merely about changing your memories or rewriting your past. It is about recognizing that the past only exists in your mind, and therefore it can be changed in your mind. You see, your subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between what actually happened and what you vividly imagine happened. By revising past events in your imagination, you can literally change the impact those events have on your subconscious mind. Here's how to practice revision. At the end of each day, review the events of your day in your imagination. If there were any events that were not to your liking, revise them. See them unfolding in a way that pleases you. Feel the satisfaction, the joy, the fulfillment of this revised version of events. For example, if you had a disagreement with a coworker, revise the scene in your mind. See the conversation unfolding harmoniously. Feel the mutual understanding and respect. Hear the words of agreement and cooperation. By doing this, you are not denying what physically happened. You are changing the impact of that event on your subconscious mind. You are impressing upon your subconscious a reality of harmony and understanding rather than conflict. This practice of revision can be extended to any past event that still troubles you. Are there memories that still cause you pain or regret? Revise them in your imagination. See them unfolding in a way that brings you peace and joy. Feel the emotions of this new version of events as if they were real, because to your subconscious mind they are real. As you consistently practice revision, you will find that your reactions to current events begin to change. You will become less reactive, more peaceful, more aligned with your desired state of being. This is because you are literally rewriting the programs in your subconscious mind that govern your responses to life events. Now let us delve into another crucial aspect, controlling your subconscious mind, the power of your attention. Your attention is like a spotlight, illuminating and energizing whatever it focuses on. And your subconscious mind assumes that whatever you consistently give your attention to must be important to you. Many people unknowingly misuse this power by constantly focusing on what they don't want. They worry about potential problems, dwell on past mistakes, or obsess over their current limitations. In doing so, they are inadvertently instructing their subconscious mind to create more of these unwanted experiences. To control your subconscious mind, you must become the master of your attention. Consciously choose to focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. When you catch your mind dwelling on negative possibilities, gently but firmly redirect your attention to your desired outcome. This doesn't mean you ignore problems or challenges. Rather, you acknowledge them briefly, then immediately shift your focus to the solution, to the desired outcome. Instead of worrying about an upcoming presentation, focus on seeing yourself delivering it confidently and successfully. Instead of dwelling on a health issue, focus on seeing and feeling yourself in perfect health. Remember, your subconscious mind is always listening, always absorbing. By consistently focusing your attention on your desired states of being, you are instructing your subconscious mind to align your reality with these states. Now let us discuss the role of emotion in controlling your subconscious mind. Emotion is the power that gives life to your thoughts and imaginations. It's the energy that fuels the manifestation of your desires. Your subconscious mind responds more strongly to feelings than to logical thoughts. This is why simply thinking about your goals often doesn't lead to their manifestation. You must feel your desired reality as if it were already true. When you imagine your desire fulfilled, allow yourself to feel the joy, the excitement, the gratitude you would feel if it were already your reality. These positive emotions are the fuel that propels your imaginal acts into physical manifestation. Conversely, negative emotions like fear, worry, or doubt can sabotage your efforts to impress your desires upon your subconscious mind. These emotions send a message to your subconsciousness that something is wrong, that you are in danger or lack, prompting it to create more experiences that match these feelings. Therefore, managing your emotional state is crucial in controlling your subconscious mind. Practice generating positive emotions intentionally. Feel gratitude for what you already have. Feel joy for the beauty around you. Feel love for yourself and others. As you cultivate these positive emotional states, you create a fertile ground in your subconscious mind for your desires to take root and flourish. Now, my friends, as we near the conclusion of our exploration, let us address one final crucial point: the importance of persistence and faith in controlling your subconscious mind. The techniques we have discussed are powerful, but they require consistent application to yield results. Your current reality is the result of years, perhaps decades of subconscious programming. It will not change overnight. You must persist in your new assumptions, in your new self-concept, in your new patterns of thought and feeling. There may be times when your physical reality seems to contradict your imaginal acts. In these moments, you must have faith. Not blind faith, but faith born of understanding. Understanding that your physical reality is the effect, not the cause. The cause lies in your consciousness, in your subconscious mind. Persist in the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Even when your senses deny it, hold fast to your new self-concept, even when old habits try to reassert themselves. Remain your focus on what you want, even when challenges arise. For it is through this persistence, this unwavering faith, that you truly impress your desires upon your subconscious mind. It is through this persistence that you reprogram the deeply held beliefs and assumptions that have shaped your reality thus far. Remember, your subconscious mind is not your enemy. It is not something to be battled or subdued. It is your faithful servant, tirelessly working to create the reality you impress upon it. By learning to communicate with it effectively, by consistently impressing upon it the reality you desire, you align this immense power with your conscious intentions. As we conclude our discussion, I want you to remember this. You are not at the mercy of your subconscious mind. You are its master. You have within you the power to shape your reality, to create the life you desire. This power lies in your ability to consciously impress upon your subconscious mind the thoughts, feelings, and assumptions that align with your desires. Go forth from here with this knowledge. Apply these principles in your daily life. Be aware of your thoughts, your emotions, your self-concept. Use your imagination consciously and deliberately. Revise your paths, focus your attention wisely, and persist in the feeling of your wish fulfilled. And above all, have faith. Faith in the process, faith in the law, faith in your own divine nature as a created being. For as you master the art of controlling your subconscious mind, you step into your true power as the author of your life story. Remember, the power to change your life lies within you. It always has. You are not bound by your past, by your circumstances, or by the opinions of others. You are bound only by the limits of your imagination and your willingness to impress upon your subconscious mind the reality you choose to experience. Embrace this truth. Live from this understanding and watch as your world transforms around you, reflecting the newfound mastery of your subconscious mind. Thank you, and may your journey of conscious creation be filled with joy, wonder, and the thrill of manifesting your deepest desires.